Welcome back to the Hallie B Experience. Hi, guys. This week, we are going to talk about you are engaged. Now what? Congratulations. That's what. Congratulations on your engagement, first and foremost. Today, I'm going to cover 5 tips that will get you on track with your wedding planning and setting your wedding up for the perfect tone. So, first things first, you're engaged. Your friends and family may have been there, or you may have had a more intimate engagement where it was just yourself and your now fiance. And if that was the case, I ask that your first step after being engaged and basking in that moment is that you contact your family and friends. Please, please, please do not post to social media before you have let the closest people to you share in that moment with you and just kind of enjoy where you are. Afterwards, feel free to flood timelines, take all the left hand selfies with your hand like this and driving like this and got you, all of it. Post, but please let your family know first. Second, we're excited. We've told our family and friends, but your new ring might be a little too big. So, with that, we want to make sure you go and you get your ring sized. Some guys will lurk and ask questions, or they may even know the trick of your shoe size and your ring size being the same size, but not everyone is privy to that information. So, if your ring is a little too big, go ahead and get it sized immediately. The next day, preferably. We don't want to wait too long. After getting your ring sized, you've told all your family and friends, we're excited, we're in the moment, we're thinking about colors, we're doing all these things, but I don't want you to get ahead of yourself. The next step is probably the most important of the 5, and that would be to get your ring insured. After the video, there'll be a list of jeweler insurance companies that you can check out online. Your fiance may have already gone through the process of having your ring insured, so ask those questions and find out. But again, there will be resources listed at the end of the video of where you can go and just get a quick policy to cover your ring. Ensuring your ring covers it from any loss, theft, or any other casualties that could take place. We want to make sure we protect our new gem and our new baby, and just avoid anything that would be unlikely. So after we have contacted our family and friends, we have gotten our ring sized, we are now protected and insured, you want to set a date. And I know some people may be like, that's really quick to try to think of a date. I don't know. I have a lot of people to talk to. Even if you don't set the date, I would suggest considering at least a time frame. So when I say time frame, think about at least the season you would want to get married, what the weather would be like, and then even in considering what the weather would be like for your wedding, you want to think about what the weather would be like for your honeymoon as well. So you don't want to schedule a honeymoon in the middle of hurricane season and you're trying to go to Mexico. So it's really important that you take all of those things into consideration just to get in the mindset of making sure you protect your day as well as protecting your future, because you don't want your honeymoon to be a bust based on the weather. And the last tip would be to set a budget. A budget. I said it. The hard talk, the uncomfortable moment. If you are, traditional and that the bride's family will be paying for everything, that is awesome. Run up a check. But if you are a little bit more non-traditional, such as myself, and you'll be, going in with family or going in with your fiance and splitting the bill, I think that it's very important to set the budget and set the tone so that you can remain organized throughout the process. Setting a budget can be very difficult. In fact, I'm not good at setting budgets for anything. I'm more of the person that will I know what I want, or I'm going to research and figure out what I'm looking for, and then I'll decide if I'm willing to pay for it. And then if I'm not willing to pay for it, we're going to go with our alternate options. So if setting a budget is just something that you cannot muster the strength to do and get yourself to come up with, you could always go that route where you look at all of your absolute must-haves, meaning the things that you cannot have your wedding without, see what that price tag is, and then determine if that's something you're willing to pay. And from there, you can look at more affordable options. So just to recap the 5 tips, being that you're now engaged, we are going to, 1, make sure we tell all of our family and friends, our closest circle, because we would hate for them to find out via social media. Next, we're going to get our ring sized because we would hate to lose it or due to it being a little too big. Third, most importantly, we're going to get our ring insured because we don't want to take it off to wash our hands and misplace it or drop it or anything that would be devastating to happen. We want that ring to be insured and protected. Next, we're going to talk about dates and setting a date so that we can at least begin to prepare our minds on if we want an indoor outdoor wedding. Are we doing destination? Just kind of setting the date, the time frame is going to help you figure out all of the next steps following that. And then lastly, we're going to set the budget, because setting the budget and setting the date kind of go hand in hand in terms of setting the foundation for what the rest of your wedding would look like. I hope that these tips have been helpful. If you need this printed out in a Word format, it is available online at oneaccordweddings.com in the blog section. You can go and find it and print it out if you need it handy, or if you just want to reread it, or if you need to share it with someone. As well as at the end of this video, there will be the resources on where you can get your ring insured. Subscribe, like, turn on your post notifications so that you can get an alert of the next HBE video.